Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? I got a lunch break here, and I used 30 minutes of that to listen to a seminar on AI. Let me tell you something. First, AI to me is like the Tower of Babel. You know, people think that they can duplicate humanity, and you can't. There's just a secret about us human beings that nothing or no one can duplicate. That's it. I don't use AI. I remember when I was working on a project, a lawsuit project with another attorney. He was like, "You got to use Chat GPT." I said, "What's that?" And I wouldn't. I said, "What I want to use that for? I got a mind. Why? Why? I'm not lazy like that." One thing I noticed, and I don't want to. A lot of the educators, they're always looking for like the easy way out, like the least amount of work. How can I get paid a lot of money but doing very little work? So I've never used Chat GPT. First of all, they're using you to train the platform. So when you question, they're training it. So the more you use it, the more it's trained. On this, the lawyer referenced using AI as a tool instead of a crutch. And that's what lawyers should be doing with all these AI things. Use it as a tool. Now, for research, for drafting documents like templates, things like that, bringing up, I can understand that. But you have to go in, and each deal, there's special nuances in each contract. Some are just boilerplate language, here we sign, like, when we use these platforms, they have us sign off or check the box that we agree to the terms and conditions. Let me tell you something. A lot of that won't even stand up in a court of law. Ain't nobody sitting there reading line for line these terms and conditions for these platforms. Anyway, but we just checked the box. We didn't negotiate. We can't negotiate those terms. They say, here, you want to use our platform? That's the rest. Okay. One thing I do like about AI or this e-filings and things like that, court documents, it cuts down on the killing of trees. We have saved so many trees by using the internet and e-filings. So I am for that. The less trees, the better. I like that through the email system, we can, transfer documents. You could put one lawyer puts his comments in, send it back to your opposing counsel. They put their comments in, and they could be tracked. So I like stuff like that. Lawyers should go to the ABA because they have guidelines on AI usage. You should do that. But lawyers, let me tell you, it's this black lawyer here. It had to be a black one. It had to be a sister. Homegirl just went to Chat GPT and they printed out a brief and she submitted it to the judge without citing or checking the cited cases in her brief. The cases, I don't know, I think she got suspended. I don't think she got disbarred. But they're going to start cracking down. Nothing takes the place of human brain research and training. Like I said, people want to come out here and do as little bit of work, but want to charge you all this. And another thing, you need to not, when you bill your client, if you're using AI, don't be billing your client like you sat there and drafted the thing. And you should let your client know there should be a breakdown in your bill, AI. and the time it took. I don't like AI. I'm one of the lawyers who do not like AI. I don't like AI at all. Hold on for me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. That was my son. What else they said? They said they recommend any attorney to gradually implement AI into their firm. Don't come and try to do the whole thing. Use AI. I don't like it. I don't like calling a law firm and I get the AI. I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like AI at all. I am anti AI when it comes to trying to replace human beings. If it's for like Google, like information, collecting information, processing information, I'm for that. But trying to replace people, and what we should do is that if companies, the more companies use AI, take our dollars elsewhere. They're only rich because we give them our money or use their platforms. What else they said? One attorney said he uses Copilot. I deactivated all those features. I'm anti AI. I'm serious. Like I'm anti. I don't think it's the Tower of Babel. It's not gonna work. Okay, you can't. That's one thing you cannot duplicate the human soul. You can't. The thing that make us unique is our spirit and our soul, and our bodies. The engineering of our body. They can get robots to mimic us. We're often imitated, but never duplicated. I'm done. Let me go back to work. I'm done. I hate AI. Bye.